Now Rattler. And the catch made by Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. He finds his man, complete. That's Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Rattler. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another 1st down.
To the air once more is Rattler. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Eluding the pressure right. The pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
To the air is Rattler. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. This one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Penix working out of the gun here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Penix. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. They'll throw with Penix. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Penix. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darnell Mooney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On play action, Rattler. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
From the shotgun, Rattler. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A play fake. Now Penix. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Robinson on a give right side. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Coup for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off the play fake, it's Rattler. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Love. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Rattler. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Rattler wants to throw it. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw. Again, it's Johnson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. He'll hit his man on the bubble screen, complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go. Here's Rattler. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Here's Groupie for the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the first. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's going to be dumped there, but he does have a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And looking to throw, Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To the air, Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Now the Falcons will bring the offense back out, and they'll go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw with Penix. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Back to throw here. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. Now Rattler. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. In a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
All three timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Throwing once more. Here's Rattler. Flush to his right. That's caught by Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing is Rattler. He lets it go deep for Olave. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Tough spot here, third down and 11. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here's second down. They'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Atlanta, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.
They wouldn't let me in, so I never definition more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on